Hello and welcome to this new section. So in this section we are developing the logic for reversing an array. Okay. So we have seen the two methods of reversing. So let me just give you a glimpse about how we can able to develop. So for the first method we have to develop a new array. Okay, in which we have seen how to implement the part like create a new array, store the elements inside it, and then develop a new array. So how we can able to develop it, let's see. So let me define this array reverse 1. Okay, so struct array arr comma int of, no, just we want to pass the array, and the array should be passed is of star type. Why? Because we need to do modification, that is why. Okay, we need to do modification, that is why whenever you need modification it should be a reference type. Okay, so create a new array star b. Okay, so the size of the star b is capital B is equal to new int of arr dot length. Okay, and dot, not dot, arrow, if you have seen this. Okay, so what we are doing, for loop, we have to make one for loop for int I is equal to 0, and another variable we need to define, which is j is equal to arr dot length. Okay, length minus 1. Okay, and up to what? Whenever I is smaller than j. We have seen this thing, not I is smaller than j, I is smaller than arr dot length. Okay, I plus plus and j minus minus. Okay, so these are the two conditions that we need to satisfy. How? So I just show you this thing, that we are just trying to store one in one array. We are just trying to store the backward elements. That is why we had defined this j is equal to the last element. Okay, so what it will do, it will just type b of I is equal to arr dot arr of a of j. Okay, from the backward side it will do what? It will just store it in this array. Okay, so it will store in, so this function store the elements in reverse order. Okay, so now let's copy back to the for int I is smaller than I is equal to 0, and it should be int. Okay, I is smaller than arr of length here also. Okay, I just forgot. Okay, so this is the way how you can define, and I plus plus. Okay, so now what we are doing, we just put the elements back to the array. So arr dot a of, not dot but this, I always remember this thing of I. From the front side it was just printing. Okay, so what it do, store replace back the elements in reverse order. Okay, in reverse order. Okay, so it will just, what it do, it just replace it back whatever the element is. Okay, this part is done. Now let's see what it looks like. So reverse 1 ampersand ARR. Okay, so let's see, is it working? What we need to define, there is one mistake that we did. Wait, just now to the wrist. Star was not declared in this scope. Reverse. So why it is not? Oh god. Reverse 1. Okay. Okay. So let me just put the size 10, elements 5, 1, 5, 6, 7, 4. So now you can see it is printed in the reverse order. Okay, it's very important for you to understand this concept. Okay, see this, how it is printed. Okay, so now we are doing another part of just swapping. Reverse method 2. Okay, so method 2 is your, let me just reverse 2, just define struct ARR array ARR, and it should be star type. Why? Because we are doing some modifications. So actually what it is, so we are just take this for loop. Okay, it's very important for you to take this for loop. Just don't take this thing. So whatever is the logic, what is our logic? So our logic depends that until the mid, or we can say that if the pointer for this and pointer for j, let me just first draw this thing. We just create two pointers. First, let us suppose we have created a pointer at this location and a pointer at this location, and it swap these two elements until what? Whenever it reaches, I pointer is reaches in here and j pointer is also reach here. Okay, j pointer also reach here at 3. So we do until we reach to the middle. So up to when we need to do. So the condition here now is changed. It is just like I is smaller than j. Just try to analyze this concept in our reverse function. Why we do this thing? Why we in the binary search also we did this logic. Okay. So until I is smaller than j, we just swap these elements, because it will automatically indicate that at I is equal to 0 j, it would automatically indicate that it is a middle element, and we do not do further any operations out there. Okay, so until this, what we need to do, we just need to swap. So take an integer temp where we need to store an element ARR dot a of I and simple logic it is. Just take a temporary variable and just store it, and at I just put not dot operator, we don't need dot operator, just try to remember this thing. Okay, we just put ARR of J in this, simple logic it is. Okay, and in ARR of J we just put the value of temp. Okay, temp, and just return it. Okay, simple logic it is. So now let's see how reverse function works. Just type 2. Okay, easy it is. So let me give you first the size is 10, 5 elements, we need to enter 4 6 6 9. Yes, this, see, it works in better way. Okay, you can see this thing, it is just reverse upside down. So very simple logic it is. Okay, so one homework is for you. Just you need to create left shift and right shift logic, which I have discussed in your previous theory section of this video. Okay, theory section of this coding part, I have discussed it. You need to develop your own logic and then comment me about your logic, that whether you are successful in doing so or not. Okay, I'll show you the code if you do so. Okay, so this is it for this section. We'll see you in the next. Happy data structures.